Hi everyone, I'm Vicky and I am so honored to share with you today about values-based education for sustainable development, an educational framework that I developed as an extension to VbE. I don't think I need to say too much about the life-changing impact of VbE to foster a thriving humanity. That's precisely why I see such a big opportunity to use VbE's approach to explicitly and holistically foster sustainability as an intrinsic value so that people care about sustainability, know how to act on it, and actually act on it. VbESD synergistically applies the principles and pillars of VbE into the context of education for sustainable development, with an additional 8th pillar to spell out miracles. VbESD extends the modeling of values to include the additional value of sustainability. This does not mean that staff are expected to lead a perfect example of sustainable behaviors. It is simply bringing more explicit attention to achievable and feasible behaviors when possible and actually talking about it. VbE's inner curriculum is used in VbESD to cut through the main barriers of sustainability, such as convenience, instant gratification, materialism, and consumerism, developing inner peace for long-term visions and goals, intrinsic motivations, delayed gratification, and deep empathy. By giving space for children to focus past their surface desires, self-understanding, self-regulation, and self-leadership emerge, all crucial for sustainable behaviors. I understand that Jane Hawkes is sharing a reflection with you today. The beauty in reflection is that in addition to visualizing the value at hand, it can also include how that value acts as a crucial element to a better world. For example, if we're doing a reflection on courage, we can add something like, imagine the light of courage within you and everything you can do with all that courage. The world needs courage to thrive and flourish. It is with courage that people follow their dreams and put in the effort to turn their ideas into reality. It is with courage that new technologies are invented, and with courage that people speak up about issues in the world. It is with courage that people stand up for nature, for the environment, and ask the world to pay attention to protecting our Earth. Imagine how the world would look like if people had more courage. In this way, we can invite students to imagine a world where that value is abundant and imagine practicing that value with real-world examples, cultivating their self-motivation, optimistic thinking, and action. For atmosphere and ethos, the same welcoming, friendly, and positive environment is expanded to also focus on learning from and living in harmony with nature. There would be clear nature elements and displays that explicitly show any visitor, student, or parent that this school is committed to sustainability and in making that difference in the world. The impactful VbE curriculum is extended to relate course content to sustainability. While other pillars foster the values and attitudes within ESD, this pillar develops the knowledge and skills for sustainable development. In VbESD, the leadership pillar is extended to include leadership on sustainable attitudes, behaviors, and lifestyles, fostering the kind of sustainability leadership that starts from within the student and can create a big ripple effect into the world that transcends communities and generations. VbESD expands VbE's ethical vocabulary of values to incorporate how each value relates back to sustainability. This means that in addition to understanding what values such as courage, hope, love, joy mean, students are also raised in the environment to understand what sustainability means and why it's important. Now, sustainable school operations is the new 8th pillar and the final distinction between VbE and VbESD. It takes modeling to a school level, encompassing more than simply staff behavior. And again, the expectation is not to be perfect, but just to implement whatever is feasible for the school. Altogether, I truly believe that values-based education for sustainable development can create miracles and change the world with its unsustainable culture. By nurturing positive values alongside sustainability as a value, VbESD will in turn sprout ethical and sustainable mindsets, behaviors, actions, and ultimately a culture of social transformation where people, animals, and nature can all flourish together. Now, this was a very brief introduction to VbESD, and I have a long ways to go in developing this framework. So please connect with me if you'd like to discuss anything further. Thank you all so much for your time. and bye for now.